Here comes another delivery truck coming from the region, and it's on the way to pick up crude oil for the global market. Look at that, not bad. That's not bad. You always want to make sure that it's easy for trucks. If your city depends, you always want to make sure that it's easy for the trucks to get in. Getting out, not critical, but it's getting in. Well, look at that. We just made more money, more simoleons. Nice. Excellent. Excellent. Welcome back to more SimCity. Here we are. Season 8. Our first city of Season 8. And we've got ourselves the beginnings of some industry, a specialized industry, which is crude oil. As our city makes some money, we've got our very first city, basic city, power, water, sewage, garbage. We do have fire, health, police. Looks like health needs some attention, but they're not educated. We don't have any mass transportation, but we are on the way. Our city is getting there. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, it's full. There. But good. Wonderful. Yeah. I'm glad you're here. Welcome back. But it's always so fascinating to me that first beginning city of a region. We're looking at this city, not a lot of people, not extremely strong income, dirt roads. And to think that as time goes on, this city is going to transform and we're going to move from dirt roads to regular paved roads, and maybe we'll have overpasses and schools and things of that nature, and that this city right now is going to transition to the point where it's making the kind of money where we can send money to other city plots, to other cities to get them going so that other cities don't have to start out with dirt roads. So let's max this out. We have 8 pump jacks. So let's go ahead and 9, 10. Good. I'd like to maybe trim that a little bit if we can. Might not be able to. Yeah, good. We've got the kind of finances in place. Let's go ahead and do one more of these. Let's put it like that. And then we won't be able to max it out, but let's go ahead because we really need, this first city is all about making a profit, making money. In last episode, we talked about how do we want to do this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or so. Or maybe we could do that and then the road leading away can angle out. I think that could be cool. So why don't You know me, I want this to be as, I think right there. Maybe we should do both of these at the same time. You know, got the music, the futuristic cities of tomorrow music going. All right, we'll let that get going. And I'm going to go ahead now. And then let's take this road, and instead of, let's go straight like that. And then if we do another one and do that road, that could look pretty cool. Let's build up a few more. Let's build up some funds. And I think I'm going to do another one almost immediately. But let's get this one going. It's got a higher. Nice. It's 10:41 in the morning, game time. It's always a good time to check garbage. So they're past the halfway point, and it's not even noon. Good. Good. All right. So we got, oh, look at that. We're already starting to, we're going to have to invest in power. I don't think this is going to be strong enough. I don't know if I want to pour money into, I don't know if I want to pour money. It's going to hit us, but I think it's needed. Let's see. Let's come out here. We must have just had a shipment of oil. Let's do this. Let's bring this out. Let's do that. Oil power. Maybe we should slide that road down. Let's do that. Maybe more. All right, straight line. Let's do that. Oh, you know me. I would not be able to deal with that. They are better. Good. All right. That was needed. Once that hires, well, has this hired? That's still hiring. We need more people. That's a sign. We need more people. We need to also address, well, maybe it's not critical right now, but I don't want to get too far along with this. Let's do something like that, just to keep it different. There. Get some population in. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe this is going to be a dead end for right now. There. Good. All right. We got a little bit of money. Powering. That's still hiring. This is working. Let's do this. It's not connected to this. Let's trim that. We got something that's abandoned. Let's do a straight line. There, that might help as far as people going to work. Okay. When you've got something abandoned, not enough places to ship freight. Is there another one? What else is abandoned? Early on in a city, it's good to see why. Building fire. Okay. That's not full. But if they're complaining about not enough places to ship freight, let's do one more. So yes, when your industrial buildings are producing, they want to send stuff to commercial zones. But always remember, if you don't have enough commercial, you can also create a place for them to oh yeah, see how that's filling up? Oh yeah, there's need. This is another way to keep your industrial buildings happy. All right. Oh, that doesn't mean that we can't do a little more commercial, maybe along this road as people are driving to and from. Maybe let's do that. Good. Got a little bit of income coming in. This is now working. Let's do one here, one there. That's good for right now. All right, we just need to make a little bit more money. And then, now this first city, because it's primarily an oil city for right now, That's the reason why you don't see me going too heavy as far as worrying about education. We will worry about it at some point, but it's not top of my list. And this is one of the few times you'll hear me say that. As we move on to other cities, it will become more and more important. We need to start thinking about how we're going to get in and out of this city. Got a lot of space over here. All right. Now we're powering the city. This is no longer, I mean, it's not that expensive, but still, that's money that we're spending unnecessarily. For a second there, it said unpowered buildings, which can't be. I foresee this being a city where a large section of the city is dedicated to our specialization. Are we happy? We're 68% happy. We're going up all across the board. Good. It's a little early. We're primarily green. We've got some industrial buildings that are orange and even red. But some of them may be upset because of that freight. But now that we put down more freight opportunities, they may change. And then we've got some areas that are starting to turn a little green. Nice. Good. It's easy for our trucks to move around. Is there anything that's red? No red. Now it's 4 in the afternoon, but there's that evening rush. And that seems to be okay. Good. That four-way intersection is a concern. We'll worry about that at a later date, but it is a concern. Nice. Really cool. Really cool. We need to take some of our money that we need to go in a couple of different directions. We need to go in the direction of, oh, we're about to get an upgrade. We need to go in the direction of slowly upgrading our road network. We need to, of course, add on to this. And we do need to gradually begin the education process. At some point, we'll unlock the HQ. And I think HQ is going to fit there. That's what I think. We've got a lot of oil underground. Let's do 1, 2. We may have to take, because we're only up to 6. We may have to take this road and go out that way. We'll see. Petition to build Petroleum HQ approved. I'm not going to place it, but I do at least want to get an idea. Oh yeah, oh that could be cool. Yeah, it fits. It also fits out there, but I think the depots are gonna surround it. Okay, nice. Very nice. All right, we've got a little more simoleons. Well, now if we extend this road out, does it fit? It fits. So it would just extend out further than those. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Let's do it. All right. Yeah, that is a nice look. That's pretty cool. Well, another morning. We've got some simoleons in the bank. Let's go ahead. Let's wait. Let's look at this from overhead. I mean, it's not critical, but I would like this to. Maybe it's just that easy. And we've got enough money where I think we can come really close. Oh, that's not. Oh, man. The city is not financially strong enough. Man. Well, let's look at this. You know, if you've been with me, you know that you would think that's enough space, but it's not. That is 37,000 57,000 simoleons to tear that down. I don't think I am. I'm gonna let's try something. Let's try something. First of all, we can come out. No, we can't. Let's do this, this. Let's just see something. Nope, can't do that. I'm gonna come here, and then down there. Then let's do this. And maybe this will have enough variety. Let's do this. Even though we don't have the pump jacks, I'm going to take this road, bring it. Let's turn this off. It wants to snap. There. So even though we're not going to put a pump jack there, or I guess I could get rid of, but that's wasting money again. Now let's do this. Maybe we won't just max it out. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, see, that's not bad. That actually still works. That's already hired. Cool. Very cool. All right, now we've got... oh. Wow. You know, for one building, that's a lot of... Hopefully nothing else catches on fire. Well, we'll keep an eye on it. Look at that. Actually looks pretty cool. All right, now let's address education. Let's at least begin to address education. Let's do that. Maybe we put the school. How much money do we have? We've got enough. Let's begin this process. Let's do a school just like that. Let's put the sign. Is that going to be enough? We got 2 school buses. I don't know if 2 school buses is going to be enough. Too many deaths. Building fire. Building fire. We need more. They weren't able to save it. Building fire. All right. And it may be the road network, but let's do this. That one truck. Do that. All right. Okay, that may just be an overreaction. They're happy. Look at it. Look at the smiley faces.